Very dangerous. No, not at all. We respect Ireland team as we did against England. Um, for sure, I know that how bad it is if you think that way. In my career as well, we are not going to treat Ireland no less than how we prepared for England and mindset-wise. So we respect them, but we never fear them any team. So that's the only mantra we have. We respect every opposition, but we're trying to play our best cricket. And when we play our best cricket, I think we are good enough to beat most teams.
Ruben?
Bangladesh won the ODI series against England and then won the T20 series. After that, this is a ODI series. So, do you think that it will be challenge for our ODI captain to keep the winning momentum?
Captain?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think it's a challenge for players and everyone, like skill-wise, because changing format to format is slightly different the way you approach mentally. Other than that, nowadays is scheduling as such, you be able to adapt. So I don't think it's that way. Yeah, if you think that way, it will affect you as well.
Ronnie?
Mahmudullah has been rested from this series as per what the selectors say. How do you see his future going forward? I mean, he's officially over 37, the reflexes are obviously not the same. He's obviously past his prime. So, I mean, do you see him playing any kind of role going forward in ODI team?
You have never given me a chance to explain. You already said it. That your opinion. That's actually your opinion. I don't think he is past his prime. What we are trying to do is that expanding our pool of players before the World Cup. If in case if something happened close to the World Cup, and then there are enough players that we have seen and we can trust to do a job, do a role. So that's the opportunity. I mean, I'm rushed to do that because we got only 15 odd games, I think, leading up to the World Cup. So therefore, we are trying to give opportunity to the players that we think that can do the role. So Riyad is still in the mix. So that's the way we look at it.
Coach, as you just mentioned, there's other, you can expand the pool. You have guys like Tohid Ridoy and Ronnie also a replacement for Zakir, but also you have, Afif and all these players. I mean, from this series particularly, what do you expect from these new batters in the mix?
Just to go with freedom and go and play what they have been doing in local cricket, because we have seen them in local tournament that what they can do. That's how we pick them. So because of their performance and because of their ability to bat certain way and ability to or the record against pace and spin. So here only we are giving them the comfort or the mental, the confidence that they can do the same thing in the international level. So basically we are looking at who has that character, because we know that they have done it, because we don't pick someone who has not scored runs or not taken wicket. So when we get guys who are performing in the local tournaments or the domestic tournament, we only see whether they have the character to do it in the international level. So it's important for us to know who got players who have right character to win games, win tight situations.
Coach, about the pitch, I mean, you had a look and obviously it has a very high average, although not a lot of ODIs have been played here. Is it a pitch which is close to what you expect in India in the World Cup?
I'm not expert in that area, but looking at it, it looks good wicket to bat and score a lot of runs. At the same time, I think there's enough for the fast bowlers and the spinners. I always rate our spinners always, because they're very tactically savvy as well as skillful. But this time, my fast bowlers have come in leaps and bounds, so I'm very happy with that as well. That's a very difficult question to answer, because you're trying to find out what we are thinking of Mahmoud. As I said, Riyad has done enough. He has a lot of experience. We know what he can bring. So we want some other players also to get up to the mark playing international cricket. Not in skill-wise. As I mentioned to him, Isam, it's about seeing these guys have the character to do that level. So it doesn't mean that that guy performed well, that Mahmudullah is finished. He's still in our plans.
Hi coach, you have had a look at the conditions today. What do you think of what are we expecting from Can you hear me?
I can. What's the question?
You have seen the conditions here. What are you expecting?
Condition of the pitch, you mean? It's very good wicket. Looks like it's a belt of a wicket to bat and ball. Good contest for bat and ball.
Mazhar.
Hi coach. Coach, Bangladesh have played.
Where are you from? Which?
Independent television.
Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Coach, Bangladesh have played 6 matches in 14 days, and some guys have played in Premium Division matches. Is that a concern for you? Their fitness and fatigue, anything?
Oh no, not at all. The best way to prepare for a game is playing matches than practice. The cricket is the only game you can't practice the way you want to play, isn't it? We practice in the net, but playing matches is the best way to prepare for the game.
Introduce yourself.
Coach,
Introduce them, please.
Introduce yourself.
Coach Faisal Habib from peakfantasy.com. Coach, my question is, Ireland is comparatively easier side than England, and this ODI series is not a part of ODI Super League as well. So, will the winning the series will be the only goal, or experimenting with different combinations will be the case as well?
Both. Winning is always, that's our aim, whoever we play. And I don't agree with your first statement. No team is easy team in this international cricket. I think if you know your stats, they beat England during the World Cup, I think, isn't it? They beat them. Yeah, so on their day, any team can beat anyone. So that's the way we treat. So we try to expand our pool regardless of who we play, and we try to win.
Coach, mahmudullah from Bangla. My question is, Bangladesh has just passed an important series, and Bangladesh playing really good in 2 formats. But T20 team whitewashed the world champions, and one day team lost the series. Do you think that not only about the results, T20 team winning approach and their body language are morally higher than T20 one day team? I mean, is there any way to boost up one day team in morale?
What is your question? So last one I can answer.
Yes, is one team morally down compared to the T20 teams?
I don't think so. If you remember the series, we won the last game of the one day, and then that momentum carried to T20. So, sorry, that's my wife calling. 1 second. Yeah.
Just fast priority.
Yeah, so that's the momentum we carried on to the T20.
Zubair.
This is Jubair from Kothama. Just want to know about Dominic's fitness. He had some fever coming to the series.
Yeah. He has a little bit concern with his health. It's not fitness. He's, I think, having some kind of a viral infection, and he's going to bat and do some fielding today, and we'll make the call after that.
Just one more thing. There is talk about Afif Hussain's batting position in the media. He bats good, and there is, I guess he shows some concern in terms of his batting position with you after the T20 series. Do you have any opinion on his batting position? Will he gonna be coming to the middle order, or will he play the finisher role as well in the ODI?
Yeah, there's no concern in any of the person's batting position. Whatever is good for the team, we are trying to get people in. Afif didn't have. I don't think he had the best tournament that last series that he wished for, and we want to see. So he has to improve, or he has to get back to his best form that he has shown before.
Yasin.
Riyad from Rising Media. Just tomorrow, Ronnie Talutar, including the ODI squad, how much he impressed you in T20 series in England?
I think he impresses me really a hell of a lot because if you remember the first T20, His start gave us a lot of momentum, and looking at the body language, and then after speaking to some of the staff and the players, and they actually were surprised the way we approach, and he was the one who started. So in that way, so I talk about looking at characters. That those are the things that I'm looking at a lot more than runs and wicket, because we all know that can go up and down. But if the players show good character and strong will to come and perform what they're doing in domestic cricket, that's all about we want.
Last three questions.
Sadika, coming to the batting position again, Sakib Al Hasan obviously batted at number 5 in the last series and did quite well. But he has a staggering record in number 3. And there was a time when he was desperate to bat at number 3, and he justified obviously his performance. Now, going forward, where do you see his best suited in ODI team going forward, especially the World Cup is not so far?
You rightly say that he has batted well every place that he batted. And whatever the place that help us to win games, he will bat going forward. That's the big picture. Any of the guys have anything about asking me about the bowlers, because they did really well? Yeah.
But about the fast bowlers, you mentioned that they come in leaps and bounds, and it's very different from your first stint as coach. Hassan Mahmood obviously bowled very well in the T20 series. He's not quite the regular for ODI, so do you think there's a role for him in this ODI series and then going forward?
Definitely. If I have more games, he will play a lot more games. So I'm trying to get that area also, give them more game time for us to see, or for them to get confident about themselves, and us to see that how they can handle. The way he handled that pressure overs in 3 ODI is very impressive. If you remember that, I think the second game, he opened the game for us, getting Butler out. If I look at within the game, and that allowed us to bring Miraj into the game, because they had all the left-handers. If Butler was there, we would have able to do that. That would have been a different kind of a game at the end. So those little things in the game, within the game, is very important. That's why I'm looking for people to stand up and do things. Once more they do that kind of thing, they get confident, and the team get confident about their role and trust them to do things. So when you ask fast bowlers, like the way Fitz bowls in the last one, he didn't take much wickets, but the 2 big overs changed the momentum of the game. So these are the things that I want you all to highlight when you all are really writing or reporting. Highlight those moments where the match changed, because that's where our guys get confidence, and the players, because they read what you all are writing and they listen to what you all are doing. That's a very good thing you all can do.
Coach, just if I can ask about Taskin. I mean, he's seen as the leader of the pack in the pace bowling department. He was also not picked for the 3rd ODI, maybe it was a slight niggle. Is it also a concern to keep him fresh till the World Cup? All the fast bowlers, in fact. Is there going to be a rotation? That's
the very reason that not that he picked, he was rested. So we want to manage him. He's one of our strike bowlers, and he's world class. He bowled quick as anyone in that series. We wanted to manage him and Fizz because there's a lot of cricket coming for all of them, and then that allows us to give more game time for the other fast bowlers as well.
Last question.
Hello coach, this is Vedwan Shrek from Channel 24. But do you have any specific expectations from the players or any individuals on this series?
Yeah, to perform.
Very quickly, Zubair.
Just on Taskin and Nasum, he played the ODI series against England, and Nasum played the T20 series. He's in the ODI side now, Nasum. What's your view on those 2?
Who is the first one? Nasum and?
Taskin, the 2 left arm spin. Taijul and Taskin.
That's why I was wondering. Okay, yeah. So yes, Taijul is the same as what we're doing with the other players as well, trying to expand our bowling. Bowling unit. Taijul is our test number 1 bowler, so he played against England, bowled really well. He did really well, so we know that he's ready. So if we wanted to give Nasum a go and this series and see how he goes, and if he really do well, then we have 2 opportunities, like 2 ready guys leading up to the World Cup.
Coach, it has been less than 1 month
Riyad sir from Fikat television.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So it has been less than 1 month. You are playing your second spell as the head coach of Bangladesh cricket team and biggest experience. Firstly, we lost 2 ODI games and then we came back strongly. But series was not so bad. And then Bangladesh has got their one of the best T20 victories against England, Fiji. So according to your expectations, how can you elaborate your experience with the team in last 27 days?
Yeah, regardless the outcome, the win or lose, for me, I look at very different things, what they can do, their character, how they handle situation in the middle, when they're under pressure, who stand up. Performance can go up and down. You know, we all watch cricket and we know that even the world champions like Butler is the best batsman in the world at white ball cricket, and we really put him under pressure. Like after we speaking to their staff, they were very happy with our people's attitude, our body language, how we feel. So those are the things I look at. So I'm not, even if we lose both series, if I can see those things, I know that going forward we are going in the right direction. That's what I look for.